I do believe Oscar De La Hoya claims that Ryan Garcia was trying to negotiate with Rolly and Aesop, Pitbull Cruz, and both fighters priced themselves out. So those fights, no mas. What Oscar De La Hoya suggests is none other than Ryan Garcia versus Jose Ramirez. But stay tuned to the end of this video because Ryan has something to say. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Listen, on Instagram, make sure you guys follow me at BOXINGEGO1. Real simple. Help us get to 50,000 followers. Right now at 46,000. You dig? So links in the description. Search at BOXINGEGO1. Help us get to 50,000. Now, I made this graphic for you guys, and sometimes I'm not able to make a video straight away, but you can find the news on my Instagram or social media. So make sure you guys follow me on social media, links down below. Oscar De La Hoya hints that Ryan Garcia may fight against Jose Ramirez. He says that Rolly has priced himself out. He says that Pitbull has priced himself out. Now, me personally, I did not believe this one bit. As you guys know, Oscar, I do believe De La Hoya and Ryan Garcia, they are not seeing eye to eye. And that is super apparent for anybody who's studied this or watched. So that wasn't what Ryan was saying. It was what De La Hoya is saying. Ryan has now clapped back and given his say-so on what's next in his career. This is what he had to say. Ryan Garcia, I am on his X account. He says, Ryan Garcia versus Oscar De La Hoya at this point. So he's like, F the BS. We might as well just have me fight De La Hoya. Wow. Devin Haney says, you are scared to death of me. And he said, that is the joke of the day. But here, no Ramirez. Let's make that clear. Boom. So Ryan is telling you, despite what Oscar is saying, that him fighting against Jose Ramirez, that's a no-go. He said he ain't having it. So I would tend to believe Ryan over De La Hoya in this instance. And I will give you guys my full breakdown on why that is the case. So for starters, he put this on all his social media. So I'm on his Instagram right now. There's nothing about him fighting against Jose Ramirez. But on his story, he says, no Ramirez, sorry, that's just not going to happen right now. Let me make that clear. Let me make that clear. So he's going out of his way, and he said, and then he posted Ryan Garcia. Hey, he posted Ryan versus Oscar. So he'd rather fight Oscar than do whatever Oscar is talking about. Wow. It was all good just a week ago. So this is just bad. This is bad. This is a bad look for Golden Boy. They lost Canelo Alvarez. Baby, you want baby, I know that. They lost him a couple years ago. He was the biggest star. And then now the number 2 biggest star, Ryan Garcia, is at odds with Golden Boy promotion. Golden Boy, this keeps happening. Golden Boy will make a statement, you know, B-Hop or Oscar De La Hoya, and then you have Ryan Garcia who comes from behind and he's like, nah, that's cap. Or like just disagrees. Like I remember before the Oscar Duarte fight. Before the Oscar Duarte fight, Ryan Garcia was like, you know, just in preparation, in training camp. De La Hoya was saying certain things, and he was saying that Duarte is super dangerous for Ryan Garcia. And Ryan was like, these guys are against me. So, I mean, that's a bad look if the fighter feels that his own promotion is against him. Also, you had simultaneously at that same time, you had Bernard Hopkins, who was saying, depending on how Ryan looks with Duarte, that determines if I feel he should retire. And I thought that was always a weird comment from B-Hop. And in saying that, Ryan responded in the way that I expected him to respond. He was like, first of all, B-Hop has no jurisdiction on what happens next in my career. Be clear. So you keep having these instances where B-Hop, De La Hoya, Golden Boy, if you will, they will say certain things about Ryan Garcia, and he always contradicts whatever they were saying. So I don't know what y'all believe, but to me, that doesn't look right. That situation doesn't look well. You never see this with Al Heyman. You never really see like Al Heyman is advising blah, blah, blah. And then he puts out Al Heyman doesn't even really do interviews, but let's just say Al Heyman did an interview and he put out some information on Gervonta Davis, and then Gervonta Davis, less than 24 hours later, came out and said, that's cap. I'm not fighting. Like, let's say Al Heyman did interviews and Al Heyman was like, oh, Gervonta Davis is fighting Pitbull Cruz too. And then less than 24 hours, probably less than 12 hours later, you had Gervonta Davis talking about, that's cap. Ain't no Pitbull fight. You need to see Gervonta versus Heyman. Like, I love to put things in perspective for you guys who watch my channel. That would be the equivalent of Gervonta Davis, Abdul Wahid coming from behind, pause, and rebuking everything that Al Heyman is saying and said, how about Gervonta versus Al Heyman? And I'm not fighting who he just said yesterday I was in line to fight. I mean, it just looks horrible. But before I finish with my thoughts, a word from today's sponsor on the channel. Are you tired of your YouTube videos not getting any views? Well, consider TubeBuddy. I've used TubeBuddy for years to scale up my YouTube channel. Now we're sitting over 200,000 subscribers. TubeBuddy is a browser extension that offers a ton of built-in productivity and time-saving services to take your channel to the next level. Use my link in the description to get started with TubeBuddy and level up your channel faster. We work. So, I don't know what y'all think, but for me, this is a bad situation for Golden Boy. You have a defiant fighter who doesn't listen. He doesn't, like, basically, why are you even signed with somebody if you don't even value the direction in which they're trying to lead you? So there's clear as day that there's issues there. The man said Happy New Year to Bruce Springsteen. Ryan, you too young for the boss. How you know about the boss? I don't even get that. But anyway, you got Ryan Garcia, who is just totally going against the grain. And I'm not blaming him because it kind of makes sense. He says that De La Hoya and them set him up. I don't think this has been repaired since Oscar De La Hoya and B-Hop chose to not attend the post-fight after his first loss, basically his first loss to Gervonta Davis. De La Hoya was nowhere to be seen. B-Hop was nowhere to be seen. De La Hoya came out and said the reason he didn't go to the post-fight press conference is because that's a lot of Botox. I ain't gonna front. That's some Botox. That's a lot of Botox. See, and that's what I'm saying. De La Hoya is so worried about getting his lips done and, you know, collagen and Botox and fake abs and stuff like that. And right before your eyes, your biggest star is not happy. And I never understood Golden Boy's approach to the whole situation in terms of going back and forth. So you worried about this, your girlfriend or whatever, and man, don't even get me started. Anyway, De La Hoya, I just think his priorities are on the wrong thing right now. That's all. His priorities are not on the right thing, because you're worried of going like tit for tat with Ryan Garcia. That's not beneficial to you or your company. Ryan is clearly your biggest star, and he's clearly not happy. Ryan is finna leave as soon as the opportunity present. Like, I don't know how it'll play out at all, but as soon as the opportunity, mark the words down that I'm saying to you, the great Ego Stradamus will strike again. I don't know how it exactly plays out, but the soonest opportunity that Ryan Garcia has to jump ship, I truly think he will do just that and jump ship and leave Golden Boy. He doesn't seem happy. The relationship seems fractured. And then you have, instead of Oscar, who's like 50 or whatever, I don't know how old he is. I mean, I'm sure he's like probably like 50, like 48, 50, right? So basically a 50-year-old man, and he worried about getting collagen and Botox and trying to look youthful, and beyond all those things, he's going tit for tat instead of like trying to repair these damaged relationships with Canelo and Ryan Garcia. He'll start picking everyone against Canelo. You know what I'm saying? Like, he'll be like, Jaime Munguia will beat Canelo. He can't beat Bivol. And he'll just start saying negative stuff in the press against Canelo. Canelo's never going to F with you. Same thing with Ryan Garcia. Ryan is like exposing Golden Boy, going against Golden Boy at the press conference, talking his talk. And then De La Hoya's in the back, wiping his eyes and like pulling his hair out. That's a terrible look. I've never seen this with PBC, and I'm just being real. I've never seen a PBC fighter at the press conference not be professional and start going against the promoter like Tom Brown or Brittany Goosen and to start ripping the promoters of the event. But that's literally what we've continued to see with Ryan and De La Hoya. They're at odds. De La Hoya's throwing out whatever his like plan or hierarchy for who Ryan should be fighting next and who Ryan, like his succession plan about what Ryan's career will consist of. And Ryan keep coming out and completely copping a squat on it and contradicting it and saying, no, I'm not fighting who you're telling me to fight. I'm not doing that. This has literally happened multiple times. It's happened with the fight, like even like De La Hoya was on DAZN, and this was for, I think maybe Virgil Ortiz's fight. Oscar De La Hoya said, oh, I'm trying to get Ryan versus Devin Haney. Haney is the fight we hope to make in March. But earlier in the day, Ryan Garcia was on Twitter, said, I ain't fighting Devin Haney. I'm focused on Rolly. Change your plan. So why is De La Hoya, I want to make a big fight with Devin Haney and Ryan? Like, bro, why are you still talking about Haney? Why are you talking about the Haney fight? Ryan already said he's going a different route. So they got to get it together. This is bad business. It's nothing personal. It's always business. Subscribe to my channel. I'm the best in the business. I'm out.